Hello and welcome to this short video in our series on constructive development theory. My name is Dr. Darren Stevens and this video is about the mindset, and I'll be explaining how once we understand that people operate at different levels of self-awareness and cognitive complexity, it completely changes our understanding of what a mindset is. So the main reason for this video is my experience on LinkedIn. I see so many posts about fixed and growth mindsets, and they're always invariably linked to like leadership or organizational behavior. If you're thinking of Carol Dweck here, then you're on the right tracks. However, I want to demonstrate to you that her mindset ideas do not transfer to the adult arena, and cognitive complexity is a far better benchmark for adult growth and adult thinking. This is the typical kind of image that you see on fixed versus growth mindset that you'll probably see on social media. The problem, and thus the most common mistake made by people on LinkedIn, or even academics teaching about leadership, is that this work by Dweck was appropriate for children in the context of learning and schools, but it falls very short of how adults go about growth. What I would like to imprint on your thinking in this video is that it's more useful to look at how we think through the lens of constructive development theory and its 4 pillars of intention, awareness, choice and response. Using the 50 cognitive intentions, we construct our thinking style. In a nutshell, with sufficient awareness, the fixed element goes away. So let's explore that here. Different contexts impact our thinking differently. So far, fairly obvious. However, what the mindset enthusiasts omit is our capacity to construct our thinking in the moment from a position of intention, awareness, choice and response. In essence, a fixed mindset is a specific construction. A growth mindset is another construction. So if we agree that both can be constructed as automated and low-level responses to our environments, then we can deconstruct what it means to be fixed or growth using cognitive intentions. Let me give you an example. This is your thinking at work. And this is your thinking at home. And this is the difference between the two. Notice how we have measured the difference. Do you think this is an example of fixed or growth or neither? So you might now ask how you think at work could be fixed and how you think at home could be fixed. And yes, I accept that this is demonstrably true. However, from a CDT perspective, one of the main arguments against the idea of mindsets is that our knowledge with sufficient self-awareness, we can change our construction of self in the moment. Now, I know there's no such thing as should, but how should we look at this from an adult perspective? I mean, even the labels of fixed and growth seem quite limiting from my perspective. A much more useful way of looking at what others consider to be a fixed mindset would be to use the identity compass and the combination of 50 cognitive intentions. First of all, the fact that a number of CIs are at 100% should give you some indication of fixedness in this profile here. What this person is saying is that there are set ways to do things, but is that a mindset? The personal average suggests the person is saying, I think I am good at what I do and I want you to know it too. This is obviously an insecure position to begin with. How does this contribute to the fixedness of their thinking? The most important aspect of this profile is that it gives us the benchmark from which to develop the thinking vertically and thus move the person out of their supposed fixed mindset. This profile is already at AQ7, which is quite a high level thinking compared to the previous slide. In essence, this thinking style does not suffer from any of the fixed factors we've seen so far. These ones are in the observer position, which is meta to their environment, showing that they are capable of seeing the relationship between contexts. They are balanced between internal and external, which infers they are capable of seeking advice when necessary. And they're global thinkers with a capacity for abstraction, which is far beyond anything that's fixed. All of these cognitive intentions combine to construct a more growthful thinking style. And this is how we move from a fixed mindset to a more growthful mindset. This is a real person. They started off a lot more fixed than an anchored ship in a dry dock. However, with a little cajoling from me, their more complex other, he was able to break his fixed patterns. He still has a long way to go, but it's a tangible, measurable and demonstrable outcome using the identity compass and CDT. Well, the problem we see on LinkedIn is that the mindset posters never tell us how to move from fixed to growth. CDT does this expertly, and please check out our other videos on this. So if we go back to this image, I will explain how it works from constructive development theory perspective. Using cognitive intentions, we can easily deconstruct the principles behind Dweck's work and apply it more robustly to the adult arena. Up to now, her work is for children. However, with the lens of CDT, we can remove the need for the labels completely. In essence, there is no such thing as a mindset. There is only a low complexity thinking style that has a fixed construction, and high complexity thinking style that has a growth construction. And using CDT, we know how to grow them. So in essence, if you want to grow beyond the fixed nature of the mindset idea, and you recognize that posting articles on LinkedIn about mindsets being fixed or growthful is in fact a fixed way of looking at it, then this cartoon with Calvin offers a glimpse of how to overcome this hypocrisy. And the next slide. The problem isn't the problem. The problem is how you construct the problem. And constructing adult thinking in a fixed or growth way is possibly a problem. Once you understand that your personality is a construct and your mindset isn't real, you are under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago, including those of us who might score highly on the awareness quotient scale. We can always improve our thinking and our self-awareness. So if you would like to understand how we profile individuals and teams and what phrases such as more complex other means, do get in touch today or visit our website for more information. Thank you for watching and take care.